International Institute of Information Technology IIT Hyderabad is the knowledge partner in a research symposium on AI and its impact underway as part of ongoing India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi. DD India's Tanvi Taneja spoke exclusively to Professor P.J. Narayanan, former director of the institute at the Bharat Mandapam, on the summit's impact theme, Bharat Gen India's AI sovereign model, and how students need to be skilled in an AI-driven world. Take a look.
So we are at the Bharat Mandapam, where India AI Impact Summit 2026 is underway. Every part of the arena, every hall here is buzzing with activity, curious AI minds everywhere. I have with me a very esteemed guest here, Professor P.J. Narayanan. He has been a former director at the International Institute of Information Technology, IIIT Hyderabad. He is known for his work on computer vision, computer graphics, parallel computing on the GPU. Thank you very much, sir, for speaking to us. Up first, before we get into the details, I would like to ask you, would you agree that this global discourse on AI, which the India AI Impact Summit was all about, was urgently needed?
Thank you for having me here again, Tanvi. Yes, AI has become such a big news across the world, and it's impacting so many activities of human engaged with, that I think we need to frequently have these summits or discourses where people from all walks of AI come together. People like me, academics, think of AI as just developing the theory and so on, but we see here so many students, so many practitioners, startups, industry. They all have their own story in the larger AI ecosystem, and everybody needs to come together so that we all work towards developing AI that benefits everybody.
Indeed. So we've spoken earlier, and you were telling us in the interview that we had this summit that there have been 3 such mega AI conferences, one in London, the other one in Paris, then Seoul, and now New Delhi. How do you see this summit different from the previous ones?
The London one was on AI safety. The Paris one was on AI action, called AI Action Summit, and this one is called AI Impact Summit. The Seoul one was slightly different. It is, I don't know if it can be counted among the series or something. Okay. So I think the impact of AI is what is in focus here, and I think a country like India has maximum to gain with its size, population, and the cost points at which our society can afford things. Probably the biggest payout is to Indians if you can harness AI well.
What is your vision for AI in Indian education for the next decade?
I think for me the tools of AI used in education should be appropriate for that age group or appropriate for the class. So in small classes, class 5, 4, 3, those classes, we teach arithmetic, we teach spelling, grammar, language, etc. That is meant to develop a certain kind of linguistic thinking, numerical thinking in the kids, in their minds, and that is very important. So at that stage, using high-end AI tools or even high-end calculators or high-end AI tools that can compose, write things fluently, it should be discouraged, because the very purpose is getting those basic skills. So they should be getting their hands dirty, not use spell check, not use Grammarly, that kind of tools while they are developing, because the very purpose is getting the basic language skills. Okay. Whereas when you are in college, when you are writing an essay, you are writing a report in a company, you want the report to be perfect. You should use your scholarly, your Grammarly or your spell checks, and maybe even your advanced tools to ensure that the message comes across very well in a professional manner. You can create, these language LLMs or Grammarly or that kind of advanced tools can be very, very ultra patient teachers. The human teachers may not have the patience as this machine teacher, provided you use it as something that you can bounce ideas off rather than take over and control your thinking process.
How can India lead globally in AI-powered education, thereby ensuring equity and inclusivity?
This is also a very good question. I did mention earlier that AI combined with this bandwidth availability can be a big game changer, leveler for society. Yet, some of these tools are very readily available and used by the elite schools in the cities, and the government schools and the rural schools do not have the capability. They may have the bandwidth, they may have the access to tools, but they may not have the teacher and human power, manpower who will use it right. Okay, so this is a challenge, and I think India's education, the Indian population lives in the rural area still. Okay, and our biggest challenge is how to get them educated, skilled, the right way for the going forward. Otherwise, the demographic dividend that we have today will not work out well. AI definitely provides a channel or way by which this can be done, but very careful policy and involvement by the government, including providing, obviously the physical infrastructure, which is the easy part, but also the teachers and the right kind of tools to the teachers. I think in the school level, AI should be with the teachers, not with the student. So there is a lot of talk about introducing AI in schools, etc. But I think that has to be done right. Then we will certainly have our, the 1.4 billion people very well educated, ready to face the tomorrow's society.
Important pieces of advice that you've given to the students, specifically those who are going to study computer science in the times to come and devise future AI models, not just for India, but for the world.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Professor P.J. Narayanan ji, for coming to hall number 1 to speak to us on DD India.
Thank you, Tanvi, to DD India for having me here. Thank you.